Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. We won now.
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Out, out, out. Check go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. They find some open field here. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pushing his way through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Hughes. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hughes. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Now Hughes throwing on 1st down and finding the tight end Hooper. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the roof and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch left. Watch the curve.
To throw it is Locke. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll run it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the back.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Hughes. To throw on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hughes now from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hughes operating from the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Throwing his lock on third down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd down, Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On third down, Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Again, he finds an opening, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock rolling to his right. And that one's complete to Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. picked off by David Long. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Go now. 10-2 start.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the ready.
55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go.
Snap.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lock going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
They'll try the left side. Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Quick to edge. Go.
Back to throw. Hughes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check 15, check 15.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield, here's Locke. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 59.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.